10 to 20% of human population is disproportionately sensitive to certain stimuli relative to the other 80 to 90% of the population. And life knows what it's doing. Part of the paradigm or program of survival and evolution is diversity. Because when you create lots of diversity, something is bound to work. The problem comes when you get a monocrop, that everything's in one basket, then mistakes inevitably happen, and then you're wiped out, like the Irish potato famine. So it's important to understand the role of the sensitive and the role of the non-sensitive. The role of the sensitive is to be aware of subtle things that are on the horizon that the rest of the herd has not noticed yet. And so someone with very sensitive ears would be in a military setting tasked with noticing approaching an approaching army. Someone with very sensitive diplomacy would be tasked with de-escalating a critical conflict. Someone with very sensitive pattern analyzing talents would be tasked to analyze the patterns. And the non-sensitive also has a very important role. When there's certain kinds of conflicts or things that have to be, pushed through, when someone's dealing with a tremendous amount of pain and is quite reactive. Someone who's more grounded and less reactive to the reactivity, may be more appropriate for the role. So different sensitivity levels are useful for different things, and different sensitives are sensitive about different things. So number one, the most important thing is to educate every member of the community about the sensitive continuum. I learned about it with Elaine Aron's book, The Highly Sensitive Person. Secondly, it's important to know who is on the continuum. However, it's most useful to take it a step further and deliberately work out among the sensitives, what is your gift? What is your sensitivity? Number two, to educate the community about where it might be useful, and educate the sensitive about where it might be useful. And number three, to regularly check in and invite the voices of the sensitive to reveal to the majority of the community important patterns to well-being that the non-sensitives are not paying attention to, or it's not visible to them. It's subaudible to a typical ear, but the sensitive ear is picking that up, to use a metaphor. And in this way, we take sensitivity, which is typically ignored, misunderstood, and traumatized to everyone's detriment, into a powerful technology that would allow a potent 10x community to correct certain mistakes before they even manifest, because you've got a sensitive ear to the ground and the intelligence to include and ask for help from people who are more aware of the things you're dealing with.